All right, let's dive right into a change in e-commerce that is honestly as huge as the invention of the online shopping cart itself. And I'm talking about the rise of artificial intelligence. But we're not just talking about those simple chatbots you see everywhere. We are talking about a total rewire of how we find, think about, and ultimately buy things online.
So let me just start with a question, and it's a bit of a wild one. What if your very next customer isn't a person clicking around your website, but an AI agent that's shopping for them? This single question is really at the heart of the AI commerce revolution, and believe me, it is happening way faster than you might think.
Okay, so to really get a handle on where all this is headed, let's just start with what's happening right now, today. The first wave is something you've probably already seen popping up on online stores, the AI shopping assistant.
And the key thing to get here is that these AI plugins are so much more than just little pop-ups. I mean, take an AI plugin for a platform like WooCommerce. It doesn't just throw random products at you. It's a genuinely interactive assistant. It can answer super specific questions about your inventory, make really smart upsell suggestions, and basically tailor the entire shopping experience for every single person. And this is where the scale just becomes, well, mind-blowing. These modern AI assistants can automatically figure out a visitor's language and start chatting in over 35 different tongues. Just think about that. A small shop in Ohio can give perfect, seamless customer support to someone in Tokyo instantly. Suddenly, the language barrier, it just kind of melts away.
Okay, so that's the now. But let's look at what's coming next, because this is where it gets really interesting. We're moving from tools that face the customer to something way more powerful, a central AI brain that can manage the entire back end of your business.
You know, this quote really hits home for anyone who's ever run an online store. It's that daily grind, right? The endless, repetitive tasks that just eat up your time and energy. The big promise of this next generation of AI is to just wipe all that friction away, to create a system that doesn't just react, but actually anticipates what you need and does it on its own.
So what does this actually look like? Well, imagine this. You could just give an AI agent a simple command like, hey, create an order for the new customer with the new product. And that's it. The AI doesn't need to ask you a bunch of follow-up questions. It already knows how to find the right customer, locate the new product, and put the order together. Creating customers, adding products, pulling reports, it all happens in a flash. No more clicking around, just boom, results.
And that right there is the key takeaway. We are moving way beyond simple, pre-programmed automation. This is about building a proactive, intelligent system that actually understands context and can handle complex, multi-step jobs. It's less of a tool and more like an AI employee, honestly.
Okay, so now let's pull the camera back a bit. Because all these tools, they aren't just separate features. They're all pieces of a much, much bigger puzzle. They're the building blocks of a whole new economic model that people are starting to call agentic commerce.
And in this world, this agentic commerce world, AI agents basically become your personal shoppers. You just tell them what you want, find me the best product for my needs, and they go out and do all the heavy lifting, completely collapsing the marketing and sales process we've been using for decades.
I mean, look at this slide. It shows just how dramatic this change really is. That old marketing funnel we all learned about, with all its different stages, awareness, consideration, conversion, it's getting completely flattened into a single moment. A customer asks, what's the best running shoe under $150 that ships fast? The agent does all the work and just presents the answer, ready to buy. And if you're not in that first answer, you might as well be invisible.
Now look, this isn't going to happen overnight. It's more of an evolution. Right now, we're in phase 1, where AI helps us research, but we humans still click the buy button. But give it a few years, and we'll see agents making purchases all on their own, using stored payment info. And even further down the line, we're talking about a future where your customer's AI agent is negotiating prices directly with your store's AI agent. Wild, right?
All right, so if this is the future and it's coming fast, what do you actually do about it? Well, it's going to require a pretty fundamental shift in how we think, moving away from designing for human eyeballs and towards designing for machine intelligence.
Okay, rule number 1, the absolute most important, can't skip it, first step is this. Your product catalog has to be machine readable. If an AI agent can't understand your data, then for all practical purposes, you just don't exist.
I mean, just think about it from the agent's perspective. If it can't instantly and reliably figure out your product's name, its price, if it's in stock, or your return policy, it's not going to waste down guessing. It's just going to skip you and go to a competitor whose data is clean and easy to read. Using structured data formats is the absolute bedrock of being seen in this new world.
Next up,
You have to be able to actually see this AI traffic. Right now, most analytics tools just lump it all together with human visitors, so you have no idea they were even there. You've got to build a way to identify this new stream of incredibly high-intent traffic so you can understand what they're looking for and how to serve them better.
And then there's speed. I mean, we all know speed is important, but for AI agents, it's a whole other level. A human might get impatient and wait 3 seconds for a page to load. An AI agent? No way. It operates in milliseconds. If your site or your API is slow, the agent will just get its answer from a faster competitor, and you'll lose that sale without ever even knowing you're in the running.
And last but definitely not least, your data has to be consistent, period. If your product page says you have a 30-day return policy, but the hidden data in the back end says it's 45 days, an AI agent sees that contradiction as a huge red flag. It destroys trust, and that agent will probably just blacklist your products from its recommendations forever.
Okay, so all of this brings us to the central tension of this whole new era. Agentic commerce is this massive opportunity, for sure, but it also comes with a really big challenge that every single business is going to have to figure out.
Let's talk about the opportunity first because, wow, this number is it's a game changer. A person who lands on your site from an AI-generated answer is 4.4 times more likely to buy something. And it makes sense when you think about it, right? The AI has already done all the research and vetting. These aren't just window shoppers. They are super qualified, high-intent buyers sent straight to your digital doorstep. And this chart? This tells you everything you need to know about what's happening right now. Just look at that. Almost 87% of what these agents are doing is just research. They are quietly learning, comparing, and building this enormous knowledge base that's going to power all the future recommendations. The actual buying is low for now, but the discovery, the groundwork for every future sale, is happening at a massive scale.
But, and this is a big but, here's the other side of that point. The very same openness that lets good agents discover your products also opens you up to bad actors. Malicious agents can hammer your systems at machine speed, trying to commit promotion fraud, file bogus refund requests, or even try to steal customer accounts. You have to open the door wide for the good agents while building a really strong fence to keep the bad ones out.
And that brings us full circle, right back to the central dilemma of this new world of commerce. To succeed, to even survive, you absolutely have to be seen by these AI agents. But at the same time, you have to solve this massive problem of trust. How can you be sure which agents are working for your customers and which ones are working against you? That is the question every business is going to be facing in the age of agentic commerce.